While Singapore urged to defer all non-essential travel to Sri Lanka as the South Asian nation faces its worst economic crisis.
The unrest is sending ripples across the region. Supplies to some Singapore shops have been disrupted, while others running businesses there have put their plans on hold. Leong Jia-yu and Tan Se-hui with this report.
This grocery store along Dalhousie Lane specializes in importing Sri Lankan products such as rice flour, tea and spices. But certain items, like Sri Lankan milk powder, are missing. Others, like ready-to-eat meals, are taking longer to arrive. That's as Sri Lanka faces its worst economic crisis since independence.
Sri Lanka produces a variety of rice types. Before the unrest there, Ceylon Food World tells me they imported around 6 to 7 types of rice. Now they import half of that. And to ensure supply arrives on time, they have to order an additional month in advance.
The grocer says the number of goods coming in has also plunged nearly 40%.
They are still manufacturing products, but really one of the reasons, always the power cut. Electricity, I think there is 4 or 5 hour electricity cut. So while that time, the factories, they can't run the machine. So I'm a bit worried because we are paying rent, a bit high rent. So in future, if we couldn't get products on time, or some of the products don't have in the market. Even in Sri Lanka also you can't get. So if we can't import those products, really we will affect our business.
Some who have just returned from Sri Lanka say communication there has been patchy.
So in that time, they disrupt electricity, right? The 4G signal goes away, the Wi-Fi goes away. So, you know, right, we are youngsters. I mean, we are the people who used to live with Wi-Fi, internet. So we don't have the basic thing, the communication. That affects the most. You know, we can call somebody, you got to wait for a certain time, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, to the power generators to get restored and, you know, to start the powers.
Meantime, a Singaporean company that operates a hotel in Colombo has put reopening plans on hold. It's been in the business for the last 7 years and stayed shut during the pandemic.
I think the biggest concern now would be the uncertainty of when we can actually open. Generally, we will be considerably affected because we have to pay rents for hotels, and also how long can we sustain the salaries of our staff. One of my housekeepers was telling me that they used to eat 3 times. Now they only have money to eat 2 times.
Star Anise says it will continue to pay salaries. But to make sure it stays in business, it's exploring other markets in the region like Vietnam and Cambodia.